Hey guys, okay, so I decided to do a video today. I just did one 2-3 days ago, I don't know. Anyway, it's really, I was reading a newspaper article, or not really a newspaper, I was reading it on 3TV app for here in Phoenix, Arizona on my cell phone. And this is an article. Its name is Bathroom Battle Heads to the State Capitol. It's by Dennis Welch, 3TV political editor. It says Wednesday, 20 March 2013, 10:42 Mountain Standard Time. It says, Phoenix. Several weeks after the city of Phoenix voted to extend legal protections to transgendered people, a new proposal at the state capitol could make it a crime for them to go into the bathroom in which they identify. The proposal is scheduled for debate Wednesday in the House Committee on Appropriations and would make it a Class 1 misdemeanor for someone to enter a public restroom that is designated for the opposite sex. It would be punishable by up to 6 months in jail and a $2,500 fine. In a hotly debated move last month, the Phoenix City Council voted to give legal protections to transgender people under the city's anti-discrimination law. A divided council approved a proposal 5-3 which added gays, lesbians, bisexuals, and transgender people from being discriminated against in city contracts, housing, employment, and public restaurants. Opponents named it the bathroom bill because they claimed it would let transgender people use bathrooms for the opposite sex. Opponents such as the Conservative Center for Arizona Policy opposed it because they feared it could be abused. Officials with CAP were not immediately available for an interview. The bill's sponsor, Senator Nancy Bartow, whatever, a Republican from Phoenix, did not immediately return calls or emails seeking comments for this story. Now, I think that is kind of ridiculous considering... Sorry, my boyfriend just texted me. Sorry, and I just did my hair, so, and I washed it today, so it's going to be a little more poofy than usual. That kind of shit really bothers me. Like, how could you say opposite sex? Hello, when we are living as women full-time and presenting as women, why would that be considered the opposite sex in the first place? Especially those of us who do have our gender marker changed, which we are all female. I mean, we don't stand to pee. We don't, stand at urinals. We don't do none of that. We sit our asses down on a toilet and piss into it, or poop, or whatever, with the bathroom. So what, if nobody is gonna really know that I am transgendered, why do I have to go and be segregated into a different bathroom? What kind of crap is that? Like, that's bringing segregation back. And if you're going to do that for us, then you might, as far as transgendered persons go, you might as well do it for lesbians, bisexuals, and gay people, homosexuals, in any sense whatsoever. You might as well do it in that sense, too, and make all of the businesses pay to put bathrooms that are just for LGBT community, and consider the fact that, y'all need to either put a family bathroom in every single establishment in this city, because it's just the Phoenix. It's just the city of Phoenix. It's not the city of Glendale, Peoria, Flagstaff. It's not even Maricopa County. It's just the city of Phoenix. And the same goes for the city of Phoenix is the city that proposed or passed the law discontinuing the allowance of discrimination towards LGBT community as far as in the workplace goes, or housing and things like that, whatever I just read. That kind of information is seriously wrong. Why would or that kind of a thought, where would the statistical proof state? Because I did hear something the other day too about, so my boyfriend was telling me he heard on the radio, because they talk about it, that somebody called in talking about, well, what if it's a transgender person and they're blah, blah, blah about transgender people are pedophiles? Where's your statistical proof that most transgender people are pedophiles in the first place? I've never heard of a transgendered pedophile. It's usually a man and a woman. It's not a transgendered woman or transgendered man. I have never heard that. No, I haven't done the complete research on it yet, but I do want to. I'm right now I'm doing this video. I just finished my hair. I have my paper to finish doing. I have, because I'm writing this literary analysis for the book To Kill a Mockingbird for the class that I'm in right now. I'm possibly going to be helping clean my neighbor's house today, or her apartment, whatever. And then also, I need to go grocery shopping because I need to get dog food for my dog. I gave her the last cup of that this morning, what I had. So I have to go get that done. But today's just really busy for me. And I'm so appalled at the fact that anybody would ever think that just because I'm transgendered, or just because someone else is transgendered as a trans man or woman, that we're gonna abuse the fact that we're using a bathroom in which we identify. Considering, no, I don't think that when you first start transitioning, yeah, you should continue to use the bathroom for the same, I didn't start using the girls' bathroom until like a year after hormones, because I didn't feel that it was right to force that upon someone else. This is who I am, and I'm going to live my life the way I am. I'm going to be who I am, and I'm going to keep my life going in that sense, and I'm going to do everything that I can to be who I am. But I'm not going to sit there and abuse the fact that I'm going to go into the bathroom. No, I didn't start using the women's restroom until, like I said, like a year after I started hormones, when I really looked more feminine than masculine. And that, to me, is appropriate. If you're going to be still, the big, broad-shouldered guy, or when you first start hormones and you haven't practiced your voice, or, you're not going to go in there, you're not going to go shave, you're not going to put your makeup on. No, I don't think you should be using that bathroom if you're going to be like that. If you're going to be transgendered, you need to take on that role and be the person you're becoming. And don't, walk around with that big, wide walk and a skirt, or with a big old huge deep voice talking, going into the bathroom standing, especially in a women's restroom. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. I agree. But that's not the same as being transgendered, as to living your life as a woman, or even living as a man. Like, it's easier for trans men than it is for trans women. It's a little more socially acceptable for a woman to be a man as compared to being a woman, or a man being a woman, because of the way men are looked at and seen. I don't agree with it, of course I don't, but what am I going to do about that? That's just how it is. That's just how society is. But yes, we need to fight and keep fighting and keep opening up more doors and getting people to understand better who we as a transgender community are. Even in the LGBT community and tagging on transgendered, I understand that whole point of tagging transgendered into the LGBT, because that gives us all rights, because considerably we are considered same-sex relationships, even though we're not really. And it's just, it's just a frustration. And I texted my mom about it last night, and I was like, this city sucks ass. This is another reason I hate the state, is because they're so, there's nothing wrong with being conservative, there's nothing wrong with being Republican, that's who they are, there's nothing wrong with that. I agree with both sides, up, downs, we all have our, good and bad points. But when it comes to infringing on my rights of pursuit of happiness and living my life in the sense that I want to live it, and the sense that I know I am living it in the right ways of who I am in my heart and in my mind, then there's something seriously wrong. Oh, that looks weird. It's all funky looking right there. Huh. Sorry, maybe it's just the way the lighting is, or the way my... Yeah, because when I do that, it doesn't do that. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so that was my little rant. Guys, remember to surround yourself with support, love yourself, be who you are. Don't ever let anybody put you down. Fight for you. Fight for your rights. Don't ever, go and allow things to be negative towards you. My problem is, like, with voting, like, I absolutely did not want to register to vote as male. I registered to vote for the early ballots when I changed my gender marker, because in that sense they see it as female, not male, and that's that's all I want. I don't want to be looked at as anything other than who I am now. I don't like who I was before. I am a woman, and I don't want to be seen as anything else. It's hard sometimes, even in my family. But anyway, guys, you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, day, night, whatever time of day this finds you guys. Mwah.